guys, welcome on my channel. My name is Marcus and today I'm going to show you how to perform some spray tricks. A very interesting trick category is doing spray tricks. But first of all, I have to say that I'm not sure if spray tricks is the official and correct designation. I was asking some other people too, but they all were not really sure if the designation is correct. So if you know the correct and official designation, feel free to put it into the comments. But I think everybody knows which tricks we are talking about, so let's begin with the tutorial. Doing spray tricks is definitely a lot of fun, and when you're feeling comfortable on the board and on the water, it's really easy to learn. You can combine these tricks with other little basic tricks, or you can use a spray on a warm and sunny day to make your obstacles wet. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can learn the first spray tricks and how you can do some different variations and combinations as well. It's not a big deal to learn these tricks as mentioned before, but you should feel comfortable on the board and on the water in advance, and you should be able to perform some basic tricks like a side slide. And most important, a power slide with a nice spray. With the power slide you will get a first good feeling for sliding against the water on the edge and for building up a spray. You will learn how to increase and how you can control the spray as well. So please make sure that you are able to perform a power slide with a nice spray in advance, because then it's very easy to learn some further spray tricks. Definitely one of the most famous spray tricks is coming around the corner with a lot of swing and energy and then going over into a kind of tail slide. To increase that slide until you are sliding completely on the tail of your board and to build up a big spray. Of course, there are many different ways to perform that trick, but I will show you which technique I prefer and how you can learn it too. Of course, you can do spray tricks nearly everywhere on the circuit, but it's definitely easier to use the swing and the energy in the corner. I would recommend to practice a little tail slide in advance. Try to bring the weight more on the tail and try to lift up the nose. You should practice that on the water somewhere on the circuit as well. So you will get a first good feeling for doing these tricks, and most important, for the right balance. Because a very important point for doing spray tricks is to get a good feeling for the right balance. When you're feeling comfortable with this practice after some time, then it's time to try this trick in the corner with some swing and energy. It's important that you really use the swing of the corner. You can support that by leaning a bit more on the hillside edge. Also very important is that the approach is not too long, which means that you should not wait too long until you are going over into the tail slide. Because there's just a small and limited sector from the approach to the point where the peak of the pull of the cable will force you to break off the tail slide. I would recommend to start with the tail slide when you have reached the peak of the approach and the swing. Of course, then you should stop edging. Then you have to bring the center of gravity over the board again for a moment. There are different ways to get into the tail slide. One option is to lean back after the approach. Another way, which I prefer, is to make a little jump after breaking off edging. So you can bring the weight a bit more on the tail while landing this little jump, and so it's very easy to get into a massive tail slide. Of course, you can do that trick in many different ways, but you have to decide this by yourself. But when you started your tail slide, you should release one hand from the handle in every case, because then it's easier to find the right balance. I would also recommend to bring the nose of the board a bit more to the outside and not exactly in direction of the cable. Because then it's easier to use the swing and the energy of the corner for your slide and your spray to find the right balance, and it's a good base for a long and massive spray. To get the board into that upright position, you have to bring your weight more and more on the tail, and you have to push the tail forward against the water as well. It's a kind of combination of bringing the weight more on the tail and of pushing the tail forward against the water. Then it's all about a good feeling for the balance. Of course, it will take some time and a few tries until you're feeling comfortable, but as more you practice, as soon you will get a good feeling for the spray, for the balance and for the trick itself. You can support that by sliding over the water with your backhand, because then it's easier to control the slide and the spray. As longer you slide against the water in that upright position, as bigger the spray will be. You will feel that you lose more and more speed during the spray. So you have to break off the spray when the pull of the cable gets too intensive in the end. Then you just have to bring the center of gravity back over the middle of the board again. try to get a feeling for the trick step by step. When you're feeling comfortable after some time, then you should try to perform the trick with more speed and more aggressive, so you can build up a big spray. Of course, you can do these tricks with a lot of different combinations and variations. You can try to go around the corner on the toe side edge and to combine that trick with a toe side front side 180 for example. Or you can go into a little slide after landing a toe side front side 180 and add another backside 180. As you can see, there are so many ways to be creative and to do some different variations, so be creative, try out some new combos, but most important, just have fun on the water. Okay guys, this was the tutorial for doing spray tricks. While filming for this video, I rediscovered these tricks for myself again. So I hope this video gave you some inspiration and you had fun with this video too. So feel free to leave me a like or a comment and to subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate. Also, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. So thank you very much for watching and for being with me. Take care. See you in the next video.